That shit was fucking crazy. Did you guys know there was a Fire Emblem, like, vocal theme music collection? I mean, I guess that's not... Oh, here's more Fire Emblem, too. Fire Emblem Premium Arrange. I'm trying to play that Fire Emblem Premium Engage. I just learned about it now. It was called Fire Emblem Flower of Enchantment or something. This is Nintendo Radio. Hello and welcome to the stream. What's up to Rinslet? Thank you for the resub. Zebra, thank you for the raid. Real Yakuza use a gamepad. Zabrag, fun. I gotta enable more things now. What's up to Rinslet? Isaac, Sayas, Barrage, Zabrag, K-Man, Idiotness, and Will's Cope. Listen, a 20 stream streak is pretty good. This is from a different Fire Emblem range remix album called Fire Emblem Premium Arrange. Anyway, that theme was the one we just heard. That was from Fire Emblem Echoes. Is this also from Echoes? What game is this from? It sounds familiar to me. Anyway, what? I never heard that before. That shit was crazy. I sat down and I was like, what the fuck is this? Because I went to get water. And then I looked over and I was like, oh, I know this melody. And then I looked at what it was, and it was the album cover has like a girl cosplaying as Sheeta on it. What kind of shit do they have in that? There's all kinds of stuff out there that you just don't know about because you just don't know everything. You can't know everything. And if you act like you do, I know you Googled it. This is from Fire Emblem Echoes. It was Echoes remix into Echoes remix. Somebody controls this. There's a DJ to this Nintendo Radio. I'm convinced. This is not like random. Or maybe this actually takes like viewer requests or something. I think there's a DJ back there. Flaney? Alright. Guys, we're a little bit behind schedule anyway. So let's get started. There's music on the game, and I don't even know why we don't even just play the music on the game, but there it is. Am I connected to the internet? Don't show your IP address. Fuck, I don't want to. Am I connected to the internet? I think I once did dox myself on one stream. Hold on. Just don't connect to the internet and dox yourself on YouTube. Don't connect to the internet. You don't need it to play games. Don't connect to the internet. It's like so many more like notes in there than the actual Mario song. Don't connect to the internet. You don't need it to play games. All right. Cannot connect. I think that's because I disconnected and then I reconnected. You guys, we're batch. In the 2 weeks between the last Dark Souls 2 and this week's session, I have not been able to fuck. I gotta reload into the mainframe. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Oh, I'm gonna jack off. I think I probably just need to close the game and restart it. Who's that guy? When are we gonna fight that guy? Is that Gerougure or is that the Hollow Rouge? In the 2 weeks since we played this last, yo, Kingo, I have not been able to get recharge your Gerougeries out of my head. There's no new info. You don't remember who that guy is? Sis, he's right here even. He's on the icon of the game. Is he the icon of Sin, of the first Sin? Let's jump into the game. Gerouge Addison, level 66. We'll probably hit level 69 tonight, I would imagine. 182 hours. We're crushing it out here on session 7. we definitely hit the 200. Sis told me this is a long game. Oh god, it just like hurt my eyes. Did you see Gerouge like spawned in? I think there was something weird with the lighting there because he like spawned in and he was dark. as a being of dark, and then he became light. And my sword is so big that it motion blurs the screen when I swing it. Look at that shit. Hell yeah, we're back. I'm back with my big-ass sword and my meaty, flappy shield, my red Gerouge hair. Over the 2 weeks between the last time we played this and this week, Comb definitely compared Ethan Klein of the H3 podcast to, you know how when Gerouge gets all fucked up looking. Ethan, don't sue me. That was funny. It's been 2 weeks. If you're watching on YouTube, you can, every 3 sessions there's a break in between. This was the break for this one. We recharged our Gerougerizer. I practiced my big ass sword swings, which we still can't very comfortably do. And this week, I think we're gonna go back and fuck around a little bit more in Doug Jail or wherever it was, in the Hollowed Bastion or whatever. Do we have a funny name for it? The Bastille? As I recall, Sis kind of told me that we kind of rouged past like a lot of stuff in the Bastille. So I think we're gonna head back there maybe for a little bit. I would imagine there's probably at least not another whole boss. So we'll have to go to somewhere else eventually, but we've got plenty of ways to go and plenty of avenues to explore, so I'm not fretting it. Right, she? I like when she kick eye. Ready? Okay. Look. Oh, maybe she doesn't kick eye over here. When she's here, she kick eye. And when she's here, she kick eye. Maybe, does she only kick at the bloodstains? I like her, even if she doesn't. And she... Look, with my binoculars, we can get an even closer view. She kind of has the vibe of, like... Who does she sort of look like? I don't know. Is she a baddie, though? She only kick I win sometimes, yeah. That's what I've learned. Last time on Gerouge, we defeated one of the whole-ass fucking guys. Like, one of the main MacGuffin bosses we beat, finally, on Gerouge last time. It was this Soul. Soul of the Lost Sinner. The Lost Sinner was kind of cool. Never forget that I definitely knelt to Siz's whims more than usual, and I beat her with an axe. Shit felt dirty in my hands, felt slimy, felt greasy. Didn't like it, didn't like that at all. We beat the Lost Sinner with an axe. We died a couple times to her, but only because her room was dark. And then when we finally sucked it up and lit a torch and used a one-handed weapon, we beat her first try. And what else happened? We ran around a bunch. We clashed a number of times with the Pursuer. He's kind of the Majima of this game. Kind of the Yakuza 1 Kiwami Majima of Dark Souls 2, if you catch my drift on that. But we didn't manage to beat the Pursuer another time. And then I was just thinking of something. What was I just going to say? Oh, we also started working on pyromancy. So I actually think to start, before we kind of jump back into like really fucking rambling and wandering around, let's go back to No Man's Wharf, even though this area is godforsaken. Because I want to show that... Oh, yo, he had my sword. I want to show that guy the spell that I have. I hope that I hope he's cool with pyromancers and he's not like a spell elitist. But, sorry, bro. My attunement... I'm not quite attuned. I'm not quite in tune with the motion of the ocean. If you catch my goon. There was a dude who used to be hanging off there. He gave up. Went home. He said, my shift's over. Okay, is it up here? This guy. Wasn't this guy like, Did this guy have a voice that we recognized? God, don't hurt my friend. Can attunement do this? Va-va-voom! I think I'm good, dog. I don't know if I need it. Gerouge just juggling a little fireball.
But it remains dim.
Eh? Ve?
I am Carillion, and I've no interest in the magic impaired.
Dang it. I wonder if I put on my flame. Look, man, pyromancy, not everybody can afford magic. Fuck.
I see light.
I'm Carillion.
But it remains dim. I am Carillion, and I've no interest in the magic impaired.
My hands look like this, so yours can look like this, dude. Us ultra great sword users are out here every day breaking our backs with our heavy ass 40-pound weapons so that you mages can sit up in your, I don't like how that sounds. So that you mages can sit up in your ivory towers, fiddle around with spells, make up little magic words. Come on, man. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure what he has to give to us is more spells, so I don't know why I care so much, but yeah, you know, I don't know. What are you gonna do? Okay, I think there was one other thing we were gonna explore that I remembered. Wasn't there another place kind of in Doug area? That's what I'm dubbing it now. I'm dugging it that. Trying to remember, or did I get another? Oh, you have more of these. There was definitely, I think there was a Pharos' Lockstone somewhere in there too. You're gonna have to excuse me, it's been like 2 weeks and I don't really remember like all of the little intricacies, but I know there are a couple things left back in that area. I'm sure Sis can point us in the right direction too. You're gonna also have to excuse me again because I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. I made the mistake every 5-year-old makes where I got in the car. I got in the car before going, and 10 minutes into the trip, I gotta go. I'll be right back though. You sit here with. Hold on, can we get him sitting? I really need a Gerouge. We can do this, I guess. He doesn't stay on the ground. Oh, no, he doesn't. I really need a sitting Gerouge for if I have to take a quick break, but. What do you guys want me to leave you on? Rest at bonfire or light torch? Which one do we get? What do we like? I'm thinking light torch today. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm leaving Gerouge in charge. He can come up with a topic. It won't be very long. I'll be right back. Whee! Okay, I'm back. Well, Gerouge, what's the topic? What do you think Gerouge's topic of the day would have been? We'll never know. Hey, Isaac, thanks. While I was in the bathroom, two extremely important things happened. One, I was thinking about how how there's like I would say it should be a category, but really it's about half of them. I was thinking about how we've landed ourselves in another snack playthrough where there's one joke and the joke is just saying a thing that sounds funny to me. It's like so many of them end up being that. It's like sometimes I think about it and I'm like, when should the last one be? Like, when have I see it? Like, you gotta run out of juice eventually. We can't keep. How much longer can we keep doing the exact same thing every single time? Welcome back, Bones and Friends. Gerouge. But I'm just kidding. And then the second thing of import, I found a little. I ran into a little, not silver. I affectionately, I don't know what these are actually called. I affectionately refer to them as house bugs, because I've never known the name of this creature. They're one of these a little creepy crawly, not a silverfish, like bigger than a silverfish, but definitely not like a house centipede or something. Just a little. Some type of, one of those little tiny little house. Just call them house bug is the only word I know how to describe what this creature was. Came up a little fella, some kind of myriapod, creature. I'm sure they're related to centipedes or millipedes in some way, but however it is, I don't know, and I don't know what they're called. But he came scuttling up to me, and I was like, "What's up, homie?" And I just left him, but. I was thinking about when it's time to call it quits, and I ran into a little house bug. And he was like, "Don't give up, Snack. I love Gerouge." And I was like, "Thank you, house bug." Okay. And now it's time to go. Okay, so back to the stream. How's everybody doing? Gerouge, Dark Souls, welcome. We're Positive Boss. You guys, we really are Positive Boss 6 for 6. I'm so fucking proud. I'm pretty sure Dark Souls had already got fucked up by that point. I don't think we got on that with Dark Souls, but I don't think Dark Souls made it the whole way. All right. There was more. I know for sure that there was more in the Lost Bastille, though. The Exile holding cells. So this is the down in the where we boated in area, where I think we're kind of done there. But the tower apart, I think is probably where we want to go. Oh, because the tower apart was this was this bonfire we discovered that we didn't even explore. We got to figure out how this connects to the areas where we have been. We're like up here. Oh, I have seen those guys. That scared me for a second, because I thought the door, like the arch of the black in the arch of the doorway back there, was like his head. And I was like, "What is that? Is that Mega Guts?" But it's just one of those stupid guys with the Bloodborne trick weapons and the fireballs. And iron chests don't have mimics. That guy's gonna die. Ooh, got a little human effigy. I can't believe I didn't even open these chests. Got a little, a dull ember. Have I seen that item before? Oh, remember the flame butterfly Wanda? And it didn't do what I thought it was going to do. Bonfire ascetic. It's got to be one of these, right? Is there an organized sort? Held? This is not helpful to me. I wanted there to maybe be like an... I thought there might be like a alphabetical... Yeah, I thought it would be a little fire butterfly navvy that would fly around and light bonfires as I ran past them, like Sparks from Spyro. A little fire butterfly that would over and light the torches. Oh, a key item. I like this game because you got key items and then you got keys in your key items. Ember radiating a dull light. Seems nearly exhausted, but exhibits an eerie resilience. Perhaps this is its ordinary state. I wonder if I can take this to... That looks like... We have something like that, right? I know I've seen something like that. I wonder if I can take that to the blacksmith, maybe? Let me look at it again. I swear I've seen like a, like a little box, or like, I guess this is like a, what do you call this, a crucible? Little box, little container that has the ember in it. I mean, we're right here by a bonfire. I can try to take it back to fucking Leningrad or whatever his name is. Pendergast. Guys, how's everybody doing? How's everybody's week? Mine was fine. I didn't work very much, which was nice. But I also felt a little, like, squandered. Like I squandered my time. Why the... This is where it is? Okay. Hey, dude, can you do anything with this? Talk? Yes. Okay.
Where did you get it? I hear that embers were once used in a special process to fortify weapons. But the whole art was lost long ago. Blacksmiths can't use
I love his
embers,
overalls.
including myself, I'm afraid. Just keep it as a souvenir.
Interesting. I guess I was recognizing it from Dark Souls 1, where we would get little embers and things. There were some that I guess you could use to like give your weapon different properties and stuff like that, right? But it seems like at least Leningrad doesn't know how to use it. Maybe somebody that we come across will. Got a raise? Hell yeah, that's exciting. I had Tuesday and Wednesday off. Wednesday my normal day. Tuesday I had off because I worked Saturday last week. So I put in vacation for Monday just because I was like, I'm gonna give myself a break. And what did I do? I mostly played 3 houses. As stupid as that sounds, I've played a lot of 3 houses. I also did get some little things, some other stuff done here and there, just like errands and that kind of stuff. And, there's things in the works. But the primary thing in the works this week was just chilling on the couch. It was hot as fuck outside, and it was cool in my apartment. My AC is not broken for the first summer ever. No, I think the first summer I moved in here, it was fine. It definitely was out a couple times, I think, in the summer last year. Last year was the worst of it. It was broken earlier this year, too, but it was like, we were playing Final Fantasy IV. So, maybe like March. This doesn't look like they want me to think I can get through here, but can I send me on my way over this? No. Can I get over here? This is silly. That was kooky. Yeah, it was broken like towards like in the spring or like up here. Or no, this is different. This looks like that other room where we went through like 100 times, but it isn't. Hello. Nice of you to catch me monologuing, you sly dog. Look, that more and more is oh, he got me there. More and more the big wind-up Gerouge blast is taking up taking less and less of my full stamina bar. Or was there a way? Would I want to drop down here? There is a ladder. Okay, I'm doing it. But yeah, so it was hot outside, but it was cool in my apartment. I was staying inside playing video games, and that's fine because that's what I wanted to do. Woo! That guy's like, holy fuck, I'm getting out of here. And then, yes, I mean, like, Monday, Tuesday, I kind of did a lot of that. Oh my god. I'm over these barrels. Wednesday was a little bit more something. I went to the movies. I saw my movie of the month. This month I elected to see the Wes Anderson flick, what the fuck is it called? The Phoenician Scheme. I enjoyed it. I like Wes Anderson. I was thinking, when I was actually upon going in to see it, that, like, I haven't seen any Wes Anderson movies, like, in the last, like, I would say maybe, like, I don't know. When was the last one that I would have seen? Maybe I might have been Moonrise Kingdom. But I feel like that was almost 10 years ago. I haven't seen, so, like, I've seen some of the old Wes Anderson movies, and I've seen, like, I've seen, Budapest Hotel, I've seen Moonrise, like, the ones that were kind of in his, like, Wes Anderson, like, Renaissance run, I watched, I've seen those, but since then, his other ones, there's one that's, like, there's one called, like, Astro Royale or something like that. I haven't seen any of those. So I went into the movie and I was like, dang, I actually haven't seen a Wes Anderson flick in a while. I mean, I know some of his more recent ones didn't review that well, so I wasn't sure. I mean, I kind of pretty much knew what to expect on a baseline level, but I wasn't sure how it was going to be. And I enjoyed it. I thought it was very funny. I thought Benicio del Toro was good, very good. I thought Michael Cera was funny. I definitely think, like, it... I was looking at reviews and, like, for the movie after I saw it, and the one that... Oh, this is this! Okay, we do have a loop around here. And one thing that I definitely... Like, the major thing that I agreed with as, like, a point... I wouldn't even necessarily say of contention, but just as a point of the movie, is that I feel like it definitely sort of felt like almost like it was parodying, like... And not, like, in, like, a deliberate way, but almost like it's like the Wes Anderson style has like become so boiled into a thing that I was like, yeah, I mean, this is what it looks like. I like vibe with it, but like this is what we're doing a lot of the time. But I've found it to be entertaining and visually interesting and sometimes story interesting. And I liked it. I don't know if I would watch it again, but I had a lot of fun watching it the time that I did. And a guy did explode 12 seconds into the movie. So, hell yeah, we did that. It was nice again to go into a cold movie theater, except for the fact that I spilled Junior Mints on the ground and I left them there. I picked some of them up, but I like spilled them and I didn't realize that I had spilled them. And then I put my foot down into them, which fortunately was in like a beat up old beater ass pair of sandals anyway. I will blow up every single explosive barrel. So I got Junior Mints squished onto my sandals, and I was like, oh no. And so then I scooped a couple of them up, but I didn't want to make a scene. So I skedaddled out of there with after I minted the ground. The Pursuer! Go fuck yourself, dude. Ah! The Pursuer has not even given me a chance to fight him the real way. Does he only show up when you have one Estus Flask charge? Is that one of his... is that one of his flags? Fuck you, dude. Fight me for real. Ah. Yeah, Michael Cera had I wouldn't say it was a bad German accent. It was a funny German accent though. He did a good character in that. And then, it had like a billion other like celebrities that were in the movie for one scene, as those movies are wont to be. But I don't know, I was entertained by it. I would probably put it in the upper half of movies I saw this year, actually. And I don't know what the hell I'm going to see you guys for July, because truly, unless I give the biggest Fell For It Again award of all time and I go see fucking Jurassic Park or whatever, Jurassic World, I don't know what, I don't want to see anything that's coming out in July. I've seen a lot of those new Jurassic World movies, more than I think anyone should. And they're not very good. Even the first one is not very good. And this one is like a reboot of the reboot. They're hard rebooting it again. Those movies are good. I might though. I don't know what else I would want to see. Oh wait. And then Thursday, I went into the office, and to my gangster's delight, the AC was out on the second floor of the office. This is not a small office building. It's a huge corporate building. There's like hundreds of people that work in there. The AC was out on the whole second floor. Fucking big ass industrial fans on it's a call center, so like it not only was it hot, but it was loud in there. Their solution was to put a bunch of big ass industrial fans up, all in the between the spines and stuff like that. And that sucked. But it was okay. It wasn't like sweltering in there. Again, it's like a pretty big office. There's ventilation. And then today, I didn't have to deal with that because, the pursuer's back! Alright, buddy. Me and you. Does he get stronger every time he kills me? Why do I feel like he's got so much more HP than he did when we boss battled him? Oh, dang it. That attack has so much cooldown. Fuck. Oh, fuck, you're right. I forgot we were... Shoot, you're right, Sis. We're close. I don't know why I was one-handing guts. We weren't even using the shield, so. We were two-handing him against... I swear I was two-handing him against the big guy, right? Because I was doing this move. If the pursuer keeps coming back here, it's go time. Yeah, the 12 seconds of... The Cranston and Tom Hanks, I think, were the best of the, random cameos. I don't want to say too much about the movie, but they're in the movie. I'm sure you can see them on the fucking advertising and stuff for the movie. There's another good cameo that, is probably the most expected actor to be in the movie because it's a Wes Anderson movie. But I thought it was a funny role to assign to this actor specifically. And then after that today, I was just big chillin'. These guys have swords. I got a sword. We've all got swords. I'm gonna hit him with pyromancy. He is not gonna like this. I wanna use a life stone too. Watch him not show up this time. Broke ass. Alright, watch this shit. Yoo-hoo! Anybody out here to pursue me? I'm feeling so pursuable. Maybe it's this chest that... Yeah, it is. He booby-trapped the chest. I'm taking it. Hell yeah. I got a covetous serpent ring. Covet this dick, dude. Ha! Oh, it does decent damage. Oh, I'm so pursuable. Pursue me, Destiny. Fuck. Ah! Ill-advised chug. Bad chug. Not a good chug. That wasn't a good chug. Fuck you, pursuer. All right, what did I get there? I think I got an effigy and some kind of silver serpent ring. What did I get? Like a snake ring? Where did you get this, pursuer? Party City? Is my hair okay? Yes. We got another fragrant branch. I feel like we can, with that, we can depetrify all of the all of the fragrant branch guys we've seen. Okay, and a ring. Silver cat, this. Covetous. Ooh, fallen foes yield more souls. That'll be good for when we're just traipsing about, the land. I don't know if I need that right now. Based on the fact that there's not that many guys in here, but... Oops! Gerouge was not looking where I wanted him to there. Sometimes that happens. It's those directional inputs mess me up way more than than I've used them to my advantage, which is never. What is that? Oh, it's that other guy that I didn't kill. I didn't kill him this time because I was like, I wonder if I just leave him if he'll leave me be. But I guess not. He'll in fact snipe me on my way down. Oh god, he's coming down here. Oh fuck. Well, I didn't have that many souls, but fuck you, guy. This is wild. Am I gonna have to beat this pursuer? I swear he's like, I guess he doesn't have a whole boss health bar is the thing. I feel like they, oh no, Gerouge. I feel like they downgraded him to enemy too soon. I just fought his ass. What are we bringing around town this time? By that, do you mean go the other way? Because, like, we could, but I want to beat the pursuer. This is a kind of a funky little way to get over here, even. Plus, we've already been over there before. Except, no, there was something over there. I remember there being maybe either another way you could go, or another war. Another war. Our war. There was another way you could go over there. Oh, there is a petrified guy over there, right? I remembered that. Because remember we were looking in the window? I mean, I guess if you're saying says we don't have to go through this dog shit in here, I kind of don't care about those souls. It's like 500 souls. On Thursday, a new expansion of Pokemon TCG Pocket came out. I was feeling a little, I won't lie, I was feeling a little not burnt out on like just playing the game. Even though there were like the week I was the weeks that I have to work 5 days instead of 4 for some reason, or yeah, the weeks that I have to work Saturday, I'm like just in the crankiest like baby ass mood of all time most of the time. And even things that I like regularly normally do, loser, I will like forget to do, or I'll just like not have the motivation to want to do them. And I was getting a little bit like that with Pocket this last week. And I was a little bit, just kind of a little cooler on, like, doing battles and stuff like that. I was really into that hardcore, like, the last couple expansions. And recently haven't been so much. But they put a new expansion out, and because it was the Evolutions, who, let me remind you guys, I do like... but I was not like super like stoked on like a whole mini set all about them. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be that into it, but then it turned out I was pretty into it, and I've been playing a good amount of that. I got back on the ladder. I'm almost back into Ultra Ball because a new season on that started, and I'm telling Pixie about it. And the whole reason that I'm reinvigorated on like playing the card game in the game this time is because they added the goofiest ass like snowball deck that's in the game so far. I would say it's like the only true deck that has kind of this like sort of kind of like troll, not really troll, but just kind of like meme snowball play style. And it's like right up my alley because again, like there's not anything else in the game really like it right now. Which is, along with the EVs, they put 4 Pokemon evolution lines into the game that are a little, kind of like little mini archetype called Sweets Relay. The kingpin of which is Alchemy. But most important to me, one of the Pokemon that has it in the game is Slurpuff. And if you guys don't know, Slurpuff is one of my goats. See, at least from Gen 6. He's one of my favorites from that game. I like Slurpuff. I think he's funny. And I saw he was going to be part of this little archetype with Alchemy. And I was like, I'm playing it. Basically, what you do is you get either Swirlix, Slurpuff, Vanillite, Vanillish, or Milcery. There's also Appleton has this too, but he's not as good. All have this attack called Sweets Relay, and every time you use Sweets Relay, it makes it so that Alchemy's attack can do 40 damage. Alchemy otherwise is not like a good card. It is definitely absolutely the frailest boss monster that's been in the game yet. But it has this one funny application because they just decided to make this weird little set with it. And it's hilarious. I've been having a blast playing it. It is genuinely strong. I've swung for over 200 damage before, like even just in the first couple days. I don't think it'll be super good outside of this first period of the game. When people are just like messing around more and trying all the new decks, and nobody like a lot of people don't really like. I think people know what the card does, but they don't realize that they have to pay attention to how many. I knew this was gonna happen. They don't realize that they have to pay attention to how many times Sweets Relay has been used. I have gotten into the habit of saying the number out loud as I've been playing. But if you get a good starting hand and you get a if you get to go second and you get a good starting hand, I've been averaging about 3 Sweets Relays before bringing Alchemy into the field, which is 120 damage for 1 energy. It's like really strong. And I've been having fun with it. There's no other deck, like the only other deck that even has kind of like snowball potential like that is like, there's a couple cards that do similar things like Togekiss or... you know, but nothing like this, so that's been fun for me. I also think some of the new Eevees look good. The cards themselves look really good. I definitely want to get I want to try to get the arts and stuff like that, because a lot of the art is nice. I don't have Espeon still. The full art is the one I want the most. But I think, like, yeah, some of the other Eevee cards look good. Sylveon, I know, is good. It doesn't really seem like my playstyle. I think Flareon seems cool. I might mess around or play that, but it all depends. And we're on the way to getting the Garchomp emblem. There's your TCG Pocket update for the week. I am going to force myself to get enough pack points to get that Garchomp emblem that I want. I think last time we talked about it, I had come to the realization that I needed to open 40 more packs, I think, to be able to get it, and I'm getting there. I'm not spending money on it either, I'm just getting them daily. And otherwise, how about I don't even know what I did this week. And otherwise, how about I don't even know. There was a new trailer for Donkey Kong Bonanza. That might have been last week. Was that this week? I think it was last week. I'm actually positive it was. Soul of a Proud Knight, Human Effigy. The F with no G. I've been, I don't know where the heck this is gonna play into anything with the stream plans, but I've been like stoked. I don't even know what did it. Maybe it was TCG Pocket, but I don't think it was. I've been stoked on Gen 1 lately. What got me in this mood? Does anybody know? Were we like talking about it or something? Pokemon Gen 1. I've been like stoked on it lately. And I do plan, or I do intend to do a Gen 1 playthrough on here. We talked about it a little bit during Destiny Challenge. Got my like desire to do that. And I have a good idea for it. I have like a whole plan. But I don't know. I just have no time right now when I like think that will be coming up. It's my whole thing. It's like how I'm the best. What was that thing I was saying the other day? I was saying I'm the #1 Donkey Kong fan the other day. Speaking of Donkey Kong. No, Pixel does not like Gen 1 more than me. I was saying I'm the #1 Donkey Kong fan. We got a fog wall over there. Is that like a pursuer kind of fog wall? Or... Driving up to the Wendy's drive-through and looking and like peeking through the window. Turning like your nose up and kind of craning your neck and being like, pursuer's not in there, is he? Like, nah, I think I'm good. Yeah, can I get like a biggie bag? And then a glowing enchanted sword slashes through the... Oh, it just goes up here. Slashes through the drive-through window. I've been in a Pokemon Gen 1 mood. I've been watching a bunch of videos about, like... Because, again, it like, kind of ties into something that I want to do. Like a run I'm planning. I've been watching videos about just because I think, like, even though that game is so kind of lacking in depth in a lot of ways, I think that there's some stuff you can do in that game that you can't do in any other Pokemon game. Or just, like, the way that it is, like, enables, like, different Pokemon to do, like, sort of weird things sometimes. So I was just looking at a bunch of, like you know, like if you were doing a Nuzlocke of Gen 1 or something, what would be the best, like, what if you, and you were using level caps, like, what would be the best, like, or like what's like the tier list of like the Pokemon that you like, how viable they would be, or like just stuff like that. Because like everybody kind of knows who the best guys are in Gen 1, but it's funny to hear what people who like have like gone through like challenge runs of that game think about the Pokemon that are like clearly not the best ones. Like which ones have some kind of utility or little things like that. Alright, we're in a boss. Ow! You didn't give me a chance. Oh, I like this. Ruined Sentinel Alicia. Rise Kuchikawa. And Yahim. Gerouge versus Yahim. And the plunging attack for the Rouge. Oh god, that did so much damage! What is the Sis-16 drums? Alright, well, you guys jumped me on that one. My money's on Firo the Goat. I don't know if Firo the Goat is, like, one of the best. I think he's good. He's definitely better than Pidgeot. Everybody knows that, though. Everybody knows everything about Gen 1. But when we do the playthrough, I'm going to teach you guys some things you maybe don't know about it. What's up, Sis? You can't ever back attack these guys. Nidoking's the GOAT. Nidoking's better than Firo. Look around before we drop that ledge. Oh, into the boss room? Okay. If I can get the boss down there again, like if I can get her to fall, I'm assuming it's a she. Right at the start? Like behind the bonfire? I didn't think it looked like I could go over there. But I think, like, we could maybe do that playthrough after Gerouge, possibly. I want to do it on Friday. Just because, like, we did Destiny on Sunday, it feels like it would be, like, a different kind of vibe. Fuck, I forgot this guy was coming back up. You dream about coming up here. That is a big mistake. Aww. I'm not getting those souls back. Wait, but what if... Ah! Did I kill the big guy? No. Says, I like the bit about dreaming about going up there. What are you doing up here? Oh, that was a funny bit. That is not the direction I wanted to swing. I wasn't putting my finger in a direction. Sonic CD. Loser. We're killing it. Royal Swordsman's Gloves? That sounds raw. I made one of these. Eating. Craning my neck into the drive-thru of Wendy's, being like, you guys don't have the pursuer back there, do you? And being like, all right, I'm good. And then getting my bag of life stones. My 6-piece life stones with with a large Estus on the side. Being like, all right, I'm out of here. I gotta catch Love Island. No! Gerouge! Aren't there more guys down there? Why are there like 5 more guys here than there were the other time? I swear they're spawning in more guys. Is this world tendency? Snack, it's never gonna be world tendency, dude. I didn't accidentally bonfire the butt fuck, did I? Did I accidentally big kindle the butt fire? How come they got these barrels fucking everywhere? Alright, and none of my keys go into these doors. That's why I'm confused. But if we can beat a boss right now, then baby. If we can beat a boss right now, baby. Oh, Gerouge. Alright. I dream about getting you down there. Or I can just kill them up here. This one's Yahim. I really kind of assumed this was Alicia. I'm not sure why. I need to chug up here, though. Oh, Gerouge. So ill-advised. Alright. Alright, sis. I'll look at the thing. Let me make sure my hair is good, though. Yeah, we gotta Shenhua them. About all those guys. This... I swear that I looked at this. Unless I can break it. Bap. Sorry. Or... Maybe I can weird me on my send. See what the homies are doing. Maybe I can get a hint. Or do we need to go over here, are you saying? Like, can I drop down there? It doesn't look like it. Oh. If Dark Souls 3 is Ringo, Elden Ring, I am playing on my own time. That will be the perfect end of the saga with Dark Souls 3. What is it though? I don't know. I think whenever they and when is such a cope language here. I think whenever they remaster Bloodborne, I'm gonna do a Yoko playthrough on that. What am I looking for, Sis? Just like looking at it? Maybe Yoko can handle the DLC. You wanna do like a Cynthia? Yeah, I've got nothing against her. Right before you drop down the ledge, you can bring it around town. Oh, you mean like down here? Like I can bring it around over there? What happened? What ledge? There's no ledge in here. What parts is? What happened? Oh, you mean... Oh, I see what you mean. You mean up here? This? You can bring it around town, like SpongeBob? This. You can bring it around town over here. Yeah. Now I see what he means. Well, this would be a much quicker way to get to the Gerouge. That's not even... Look at this dude. Ass out up here. Doesn't even give a fuck. Twerking his ass up here on the... Wait, I mean, like, pursuer, look what I'm doing. Nobody cares, man. Bro, he ain't pursuing you. I got news for you, buddy. He's not pursuing you. Oh yeah, you're right. I can push that barrel down, you mean. Okay, well, I don't understand why that needed to be a whiff. I would take a safe on trade. All right, we'll go back there. Maybe we can beat him. Maybe we can beat 2. All right, challenge, Sis. If I beat a boss and I can beat the pursuer today,
I get to have one pocket positive boss. Fuck off. A consumable... if I beat the... I'm gonna be real, I think the Pursuer is harder than a boss. If I can beat the Pursuer, I get, like, a consumable boss. 2 Pursuers? Can they carry over? What about 2 Pursuers, but they can carry over? No, I gotta beat 2 Pursuers in one stream? I think the only time that it will make sense to be, like, a usable boss would be this early part of the game. Because eventually I'm sure we will be strong enough to just wipe the floor with him. But right now I'm not. Right now I'm still getting fucked up by Huey, Dewey, and Louie and Cummy over here. Look at them, see? What did I tell you? You think I don't deserve a positive storage for the Pursuer? I'm like Julius Caesar. I'm like Gerougerizer out here. Did you see that shit? That was clandestine. Sis. That was some straight up skullduggery. Are you kidding me? Alright, I'm gamering this. I'm gamer moding this. Zabrag, lock. Did he drop anything? Yes. Oh, a Twilight Herb. I don't think that guy's gonna fuck with me this time. He's way the hell out there. I like to knock these guys down and then get them both with a big swing. Maybe we do need to Shenhua these guys more than I'm giving them credit. This is how, not Shenhua, but who was it? Was it Shenhua who was doing that? Wasn't that some other character who was bonking him? This is how Shenhua would do it. Ah! Larry Curly, Moe, and Shemp. Gerouge! Why did he do that? I promise you I did not make any additional input there. Oh, it was the other guy. Alright, we do need to kill that guy. Knowledge acquired. We need to kill both of the big guys. I think I'm about to lose my hair. Oh, God. There he is. Wake up, Ethan. I think I just got another one of these, too. There's really no reason not to. Let me look at my rings also. Maximum load. Stamina. Increases physical attack. That was the one I wanted to make sure I had on. Poise, poise. Poise, poise, all kinds of poise. You guys also, I know it might seem desperate to dip into this now, but I just thought about it. Also, Don came out this week. Don to Dark Souls. The most consistent bit, you wish you could remember something as good and as consistently as I remember that Don came out. Now, do I remember what happened in it? Yes. It was crazy. They beat the, they did. They beat the, they were fighting this typhoon and they, and they beat the typhoon. And then, we got a whole backstory for this other guy randomly. One of the guys that they've, like, had, they just, like, have this guy with them. He was a kid, and he got locked into the Jumanji. He basically got Jumanji'd. He was a kid, he went into the Jumanji, and now he's, like, 40 years old. Except, add an additional, like, 30 years because of the effects of the Jumanji. Yeah, he was a little pixel kid He aged 40 normal years in the Jumanji, and then due to the negative effects of the Jumanji, he aged like another 25, 30 years. So he turned into an old man. But he decided to make up his backstory so people would feel bad for him. And his backstory was that he was like a bully. But relevant to this, he learned how to fly a plane because his dad was a pilot. But he's nice now. He felt regret over his childhood. Gerouge, what is he? I have to learn how this shit works. Why does he sometimes... Like, I'm not putting any input on it there, but is that what's messing me up? Is it because I'm not putting input on it? Like, if I just target, he was swinging off in some other weird-ass direction. Yeah, I mean, it was fine. Like, I don't think that guy is really, like, that important. So the fact that in this, like, high-stakes moment, he was, like, getting, like, you know, he was, like, having, like, this weird, like, it felt, I think, like, it would definitely, like, came up so suddenly, but I think it felt natural enough. It's not like it's, like, a main character backstory, that I'm, like, super invested in, even though there's, you know, there's nothing wrong with that guy. But, like, do I know what his name is even? No, he's just that guy to me. They have him. So anyway, Granny was trying to pilot the plane, but Granny doesn't know how to do planes. She was doing her best. She was reading the manual, which I thought was funny. And then the other homie, the Zuma homie, and then he brought the old guy up to the plane, and he's driving the bus. Meanwhile, they were flying. The evil guys that they did a momentary truce with were piloting the giant Mongolian death worm. I sound like Flaney making up the bedtime story right now. And then they defeated the typhoon, so they were like, "Fuck you, we're taking you back to our lair. Now you're on the worm with us. Now we're evil again." But then a giant shark, bigger than any shark that has ever lived, probably, flew out of the sky and ate the death worm, which caused one of the main characters, Gigi, to awaken his inner form known as the Evil Eye, who comes out when he gets pissed and or just sometimes. And the Evil Eye was a nuisance as always, and he got in the way, and then they were all falling. But then they say the plane was flying over, and now the day is saved. Bamola found them. She did so good. she saw so dumb. And we like her, and we like all the characters, and Destiny from the Destiny Challenge is friends with all of them. There's your Dawn to Dawn recap for the week. I haven't read Chainsaw Man in 2 weeks. I don't know why I thought about that. I guess I thought about it because it's the thing I read on Tuesday, and Dawn to Dawn is the thing I read on Monday. Getting where I'm coming from there, Sis? And a lot of the time I don't read... a lot of the time on Tuesday I'm liable to forget about Chainsaw Man. Oh, okay, so then in that case then I'm just one behind. A lot of the time on Tuesday I'm liable to forget about it until Sis brings it up at his stream, and then I'm like, oh shit, I should go read it. But for some reason last week, like not this past Tuesday but the Tuesday before, I just didn't do that. Alright, I'm gonna do small swings on this guy. And just like stay in his ass, I think. And I think I can at least take this one up here out before we even really get into the fight. Now we are definitely gonna have to... I think we're gonna have... I'm imagining at least I'll probably have to fight... Okay, well, there goes my plan. I would imagine I probably... Oh, they are over there. Okay. So maybe I can get away with only fighting one at a time. Okay, he jumps. Alright. Well, would I rather have him up here? I know if he's up here, he will not proc the other guys. And I think I can just kill him. As long as I out-heal. I guess I could also fall down, but... that one, that might have seemed like a hubris heal. That was confidence. I felt I knew where his range was there. Okay. I'm gonna take a... Alright, now we're moving. This is a good song. That other guy has mobilized. Not that one. I think I'm gonna have to fight both of them this second phase together no matter what. But I am gonna keep him up here maybe for just a sec. But okay. Wanna do a plunging attack. Fuck! Ah! I was just thinking, in thinking about the game so far, that was sick. I love a jumping, like, lance or halberd wielding, like, thing. Whether you're a dragoon in Final Fantasy or just a guy with a big spear and you jump around. It's so sick, kind of. Oh, Jesus. I just, like, I know that if I get hit with both of them, I'm probably gonna die no matter what. Alright. Well, we definitely know what to do against the first one. He seems pretty solved. I don't know why I've assigned genders to all of them. These two are females, and the first one is their older brother. Or no, maybe he's their younger brother. Where's our people? Gerouge? I was thinking about the game. Yeah, I mean they all like could have female names, but I'm assigning male to the first one. A brother and a pair of sisters. Okay, I was thinking about Dark Souls 2 so far. And as much like fun as we've been having, and as much as like I feel like we have run into some challenging fights. The Dragon Rider, I think we did a little early. And then there's obviously our boy. I would say those are probably the two that have sort of given us most challenge so far. But it definitely has felt like a lot of the fights, and I mean Dark Souls 1 is kind of like this also, but it's felt like a lot of the fights so far have really kind of been like wait for the big swing and roll in and then get a couple slashes in and then run out. Like that part of that I think is because that's kind of my play style anyway. But also I was just thinking about Dark Souls 1 in comparison, and about how we definitely had not fought anything so far that I would say was engaging in the way that like the bell gargoyles were engaging. And just like, I mean, you definitely like just kind of want to like roll around and jump around in that fight too. But I feel like we've been a little more roll slop, is what I'm trying to say, so far, than in like the early game of DS1. Even though, like, I would say that on the whole, are any of these fights that we've fought in this game so far less engaging than like the Taurus Demon? No, I would say probably all of them are better than the Taurus Demon. But I just don't know if I feel like we fought anything really that was on the level of like Bell Gargoyles. Which, even though it's it's not the hardest fight and it's early game enough, I think is a really good fight, and I like that battle a lot. So I'm not saying like I think that that's like a low bar fight in Dark Souls 1. I think it's one of the better ones for sure. There aren't two more guys. There's two guys in here. There's not two more guys on top of guys. Yeah, that's right. Return to whence you came, Oblivion. There's not two more of you. Alright. That said, though, again, now we're in a fight with 3 bosses. So, we're at least going to have to kind of roll our way out of this one, Gerouge. I'm doing 2 on this. I'm about to get lazy with my dodging on this guy, and that's going to fuck us up. safety chug. I love when I'm like, I know I've got enough stamina to get that like 1 inch roll. And you get it. All right. What if we used what if I used my dark pine resin? What if we did something silly? I shouldn't be doing that. Keep it on the Estus flask. You know you're gonna fuck up. Right, I am going to. Okay, now I'm gonna jump off. Watch. Gerougerizer! Oh, he got it off. This is raw. All right, that's gonna be a heal op for sure. That was also a massive punish opportunity, but we kind of blew it. I didn't know they were going to do that. The jump, I think, also seems like a good place to get some hits in. The problem is that our... oh, dang it. They move fast, though. Okay, maybe we should unlock sometimes. The problem is that our weapon, which... Oh! That was cool. Our weapon, which, while extremely strong, is also very slow. It has a big commit. And while, again, like, it lets us take down the big guy in, like, 8 hits. Hello, where's the guy? Maybe he's dead for good. I really want this one to be dead for good if one of them's gonna, or like all 15 of those guys. It's hard when there's 2 relatively fast monsters with the weapon we have. But that's why we adapt. That's how we get better. Yeah, I mean, I think the 2 most memorable ones were the Pursuer, which took us a few attempts. And then, I think partially because he was the first boss we fought, but also because he had kind of a unique gimmick. The Dragon Rider guy that we fought in Session 2 with the circular arena that had like the water, the pit around it. I thought that was a fun one. That just because that one kind of felt like your kind of like cage match fight. It was like a very small arena with against a monster that had a very large range. He had a really long, like, polearm weapon. So I think that one was, like, those are the 2 I would say were the most interesting. But again, like, the giant was just a slow lumbering hitbox, kind of. If he could do something else, we didn't see it. And then, what was the other one that was easy? Oh, the guys on the ship, that mechanoid monster from Dragon Quest. That guy was easy. It wasn't 2 guys taped together. It was a Dragon Quest mech monster, Mecha Hunter or whatever he's called. Metalloid Maniac. Get fucked. Uh-oh. I'm gonna get Gerouged here. Get fucked. Life gem. Take a gem, leave a gem. Was there another one? We've done 6 sessions. Oh, well, session 1 didn't have a boss. Did I name 5 bosses there? No, I named 4. What's the other one? Killer Mech. What was the boss of... All I can think of is the Pursuer. Well, let's see, the forest had the Pursuer and the giant. We had the guy in the ship. The Dragon Rider. Oh, and the Sinner. Or whatever they were called. And the Sinner was easy too. I mean, that fight had like, you know, an element to it for sure. You had to use the torch in there, but... Yeah, Pursuer was Session 3. Early into Session 3. And then the Giant was like the very, very end. No, Diddy Session was Session No, I'm sorry. Diddy session was session 3. That's the one where at the very, very end of the stream we beat the giant. We almost did not make it positive boss on that one. But we did at the very, very end. Sis kind of helped a little bit guiding me there. But we were so close. I had been through almost all of that area in that night. Yeah, Sessions 1 was the Hippo Rhinoc guy. I don't know. You're going to have to forgive me on that one. I don't know why. Yeah, Pursuer did... Why is he moving now? Pursuer did appear in Session 3, but that was the first time we saw him. And he immediately killed us, and he flew away on an eagle. And I was like, we're never going to see that guy again. He flew in on an eagle, and he killed us. He didn't fly away on the eagle. I don't know how he gets away. I guess he can phase through the ground. Also, what am I having the intended experience with the Pursuer? Oh my god. What is the deal with him? Is he supposed to just show up constantly? I love getting him this way. That's like, says getting those guys like that is kind of like Goop when Goop line. If I can say something controversial for a moment. Getting those guys like that is kind of like when how Goop line sometimes. We are like staggered in just the wrong position here. It's not as useful though on all of them together. 3 probably we can get away with this. Except I had no stamina. Ah! Oh, interesting. Okay. I mean, he's called the Pursuer, right? Wouldn't you expect him to stalk you through the game? I feel like that was probably a change that made sense. If you only fight him one time, he's not really doing much pursuing then, is he? Rahinzalet. I think Chiaki Cat would be like... I wish sometimes I had a little Chiaki Cat to like... sit on my shoulder and tell me about things that I'm doing wrong in the game. Except I don't think she would ever like backseat. But she would give helpful nudges like Sis. Alright, I'm gonna be serious on this one. Serious time. Okay. Do I need one of these? No, not yet. This guy, like, he goes down in so few hits. I know I can just, as long as I'm patient. That also sort of seems like he's, like, weakening. Hold on. That time it didn't. But it seems like there's a certain point, a certain way I can hit this enemy where he, like, staggers almost. I'm not sure if it's just like a heavy enough hit at like a certain weak point or angle or something, but ooh. Or maybe it's when he's down to like lower health. All right, I think the second one is coming up. I just kind of want to do what I can up here right now before we really get into it. I'm going down. It could be Poise. All right, but Alicia, I definitely want to keep my target on. I don't think I want to get too far away from them also if they're gonna that shield seems very fast and very hard to dodge. It does a lot of damage too. It's hard to not have it. Like, I know with we should be doing this more too. This is something I should get in the habit of doing. I know the Ultra Greatswords do have like a two-handed wielding guard and that I never use. But we should be using it. Check the stats. My stats. Ooh. My stats say physical attack. What are you looking for? Are we looking for poise? Stability? I was also thinking about this too. Yeah, I know we looked at that last time, and I noticed. Oh, like we did come to find that it was like a decent block. I should be doing that more. I'm always in the mindset kind of that if I can like leap out of the way, that's stamina I can use for another one of these big attacks that does 40% of my bar. But for those big swing dings and those like that one where they do a full like 360 swing does a ton of damage and has a really long range. I don't mean to be doing that either. So something like that, it would definitely benefit me to block, even if I'm kind of backing up trying to get out of the radius of it anyway. Because all it's gonna do is let me take less damage. But I think we got some good data there. Again, the first guy on his own is easy. And we can get about a third of the health bar off of the second one before the third one even gets to us. Up there on the little zone. I'm not necessarily sure why the little platform is more reassuring to me. If anything, it is just like a like a smaller, like easier for me to get hit area to engage them in. But I feel invincible up there. Yeah, it's base. It's got a little base energy to it. I mean, when the two of them are coming, then it makes sense to make me be like, well, I'm gonna get this one up here so I can do a couple hits on her and then jump down. But yeah, the big guy, I feel, or the first one, I feel like it just seems easier to fight him up there. Plus, you already want to be up there. Will you guys hit that? There we go. I've also kind of figured these guys out. At least this, like, last wave of these soldier guys. Life gem? Dang it. You can make them hit those exploding barrels. Alright. Help me with this one, Chiaki Cat. Tell me what I should do, dude. Come on. I don't know why I rolled into it. Oh. Oh. I deserve to get hit there for sure. Woo! See, definitely much better to guard that. Oh, that hit me too. Okay, this time though. Oh, Gerouge. His weak ankles. As soon as I rolled, I should have known that was gonna happen. We had no health left. Okay, wait. Okay, but data definitely don't go down. They will come down right away if you do. I don't think that happened because I died. I think that would have happened no matter what. Did we see that in another attempt? Did I see that the first time? Maybe we already knew that. You know what? I'm gonna try this time also. Let me know if you've heard this one before. This time, I'm just gonna try running it. Oh, everybody's gone now. We mega killed them. Who's left in here? The party's still going? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, boys. I bet I can outrun those guys. They're not fast. Yeah. Alright, that's better. Let's take, I was getting impatient with that. You ever like, well, this is a fine pickle we found ourselves in today, Mr. Rouge. You ever go to a party? Okay, that was coming. I knew she was back there. You ever go to a party and like, you have to leave or like run an errand or like do something else, and you're like, "I'll be back. It won't take it won't take me long. I'll be back." And you go and do the thing, and then when you come back, it's like over. And I'm not talking about like over, but like you come back and it's it's still going, but it's like not like the right chemistry is like no longer there. Like the balance is off. Like, you know, like people are still around, but like maybe like your person you knew the most isn't there. And then it's like, it's just like not the same as like what you were looking forward to coming back to. I don't know why I thought about that. Oh, I thought about that because that's what Gerouge feels like now that all of these enemies have like disappeared from the level. Where is everybody? I wouldn't say it's like a common experience, but like, just have you ever felt that? Just like, would you want that? Uh-oh. Ah! Gerouge. I don't know why I jumped in. That's the attack that I never expect there to be a follow-up hit. And that's the attack that, without fail, I always, like, knock them off the platform with. But not that time. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you're hoping, like, you wanna pick it up where it left off, but then like just the vibe that you were hoping to continue is like not feasible any longer. All right. Should I do Darkspine Sonic? Will it even help me up here? You know what? For Shara. We dedicate this one to her. That's the other one. Okay. All right. If we're dedicating it to her, though, gotta do something different. All right, one of these guys I have a hit on. I don't know which one it is. They look the same. Here's the Wild Swing Ding, but we know that that one's got a punish op. All right, it's that one. Wild Swing Ding, that's one of Wario's moves on Wario World. In case you were wondering. There's the pile driver and the Wild Swing Ding. Those are his two like throwing moves. His grapples. Because Wario World is sort of a low-key, a 3D beat 'em up. But you also use them to solve many little environmental puzzles. I like it when the follow-up attack or the combo attack brings them directly to me. Are you jumping? No. Ooh, Gerouge! Ooh, Gerouge! I don't know. I didn't know that was gonna be as loud as it was. Ooh, Gerouge! What if there was like a Gerouge owl outside your door, outside your window at night, and it was going to Gerouge, Gerouge? Oh! Punished, 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 punished. For Shara. For Shara! That was a tricky one. We definitely, again, like, I really think, and I know there's some made-up haters out there who are gonna try to argue this shit. I kind of think might makes right in certain situations. I think this fight would have been a lot harder with a shorter weapon that didn't take, again, like a 1/9 to an 1/8 of their entire health bar in a swing. Like, if you're playing some dodgy, slashy weapon, I don't know, man. I think this is a much harder boss. I think even if we were still using our little short sword, it would have been, because with a big sword like this, it's like if they put themselves out of line and you get that punish opportunity, then it's like, I've got you. But if you got to get in and do like a couple swings to get your punish off, then I feel like you're more likely to get swung at by the second guy. That was a fun one, though. Again, we had to just kind of get the data on it, I feel like. There's definitely stuff in this arena also. I hope I've found everything down here. Whoa. You can do that? Oh, that's like a... Is this like an off-the-ground, like, launcher? Gerouge, chill out with that thing, dude. Scolding him. Gerouge, you don't use it like that. Nobody would ever do that in real combat. In real medieval combat, it would never be used that way. Chunibyo ass. Fucking... Did you guys ever have a sword you really liked? I had this plastic... I think it was a Lord of the Rings sword. Because you know how in Lord of the Rings, the orcs have like those kind of hooked swords? Or I think the Uruk-hai maybe used them. Some faction in Lord of the Rings, one of the like evil factions, use they're kind of like flat metal, kind of like just metal swords, and they have like the blade, the like tip of the blade has kind of like a protruding like spear or like a little kind of hook or like a fang kind of on it thing. And one time when I was with I was at Party City with some of my friends. My friend Robert was definitely there because somebody got injured in this story. In this circumstance, it was him. But usually when someone got injured, he was involved. And my other friend Kyle was there. We went to parties. Hey, somebody fighting a boss in here? What's going on? Anybody want to share with the class? Get the fuck back in there, dude. Fuck you. Hey, somebody talking out here? Is the party back on? This dude is like phone zone. Bone nosy. Look at his ass. He left the party and the vibes and the vibes passed, and he's been waiting here for the vibes to come back for the last 100 years. Here comes Gerouge waltzing in talking about his friend. Okay, I'm telling my story. Hella fake walls. I'm gonna check these walls down here then. Actually, I should be able to open this, I feel like. Anyway, I went to Party City. My friend Robert was there. My other friend Kyle was definitely there. And we found this cool, like, orc sword. I still have it. It's at my parents' house, but I have the sword. It was like, it's plastic, but it was like hard plastic. It really was like a Halloween costume, like prop sword. I have no idea why my mom ever let me, like, ever bought it for me, because it just doesn't sound characteristic of something she would do. Maybe it's because I had friends who were there. Aha. Like maybe it's because I had a friend over. I'm not sure why she bought me the sword, but she did, with the stipulation that if the sword was swung and injured one of the three of us, that it would be taken away. And what did my dumbass do? As soon as we got home, I beat the shit out of Robert with that sword. And it wasn't like we jumped immediately to violence. We were playing in the yard. We actually talked about this last week. We were playing in the yard, and I used to have a set of these plastic lightsabers. What I didn't tell you guys is that one of the lightsabers we had, I think this was Qui-Gon's lightsaber, because it was the green one, had a so like the handle part of the lightsaber, like the hard part that wasn't the plastic, like the kind that the part that you flick out, that wasn't the like beam part. It kind of had these little like protruding little ring of protruding like kind of cube things on them. You know how Cloud's like shoulder armor has those little screws sticking out? It was kind of like that. But they were like in just a little ring. And so a common thing that would be done with that lightsaber is that instead of using it like you would hold a lightsaber, you would grab the lightsaber part, like the green part that would shoot out, and swing that around so that the kind of like teethy, pointy, like end, like bottom part of the handle was like a mace kind of. We used it that way for sure. We had a blue one too. The blue lightsaber, like the Obi-Wan one, didn't have that. It was only the Qui-Gon one that looked like that. So Robert and we were all just playing around, running around in the yard. I was playing with the sword that I got that my mom, for some reason, like bought for me. And I definitely think that what probably happened was he and Kyle both ganged up on me. And I know one of them hit me with the lightsaber, and I think one of them hit me with the nail bat club saber. And I got a little tilted. Sometimes when you're playing, you get hit in a way that you're like, ow, that kind of hurt. I'm kind of tilted right now. So then I fought back with the sword, and of course, like my friend, like we used to do this thing where I mean I still do it, but all of us could do this really high pitched noise. So the minute I go after his ass with the sword, we're still definitely playing, but he is definitely shrieking high pitched screams as I'm like coming down at him with this thing. And my mom walked out of the house while that was happening, and we got in big trouble. I remember having to come in and like sit on the couch while they were sitting on the couch. She made us all sit on the couch, and the sword had to get put up, and we got scolded. I did eventually get it back though. I never went in on somebody though again with it. I never did someone in. I don't know how we started talking about that. Oh, if you had a good sword you liked. Zebra said that he had a short sword that had a dragon head for a hilt. That's fucking raw. Getting something like that when you were like a young boy was so fucking cool as fuck. What did I just get? It definitely looked like something I didn't have. This? No. Oh. No, it wasn't that. This dropped by the big guy, I think. Not this. Not Mikon's stupid ooze. I'm sorry. It was a spell. Okay. We got a shield, too. Was it this one? Target shield is what it was called, I think. This? No. I'd imagine it would be one of these little, like, buckler shields, right? Target shield. with protrusions, like my little Qui-Gon Jinn lightsaber. Those small shields are so stupid looking. Even if it was good, like, the way that the character model, like, holds those little shields is just not cool. Oh, we got Hush! Yo! Oh, from Mira. We know someone from there. The eastern land of Mira was not only the home of the proud knights, it is also a tradition of shadow knights. This makes it so that they can't hear you. And you can ansatsu. I didn't know we have 2 pyromancies. When did I get this? Strayed. The great mage of ancient Olaphis. Sizz, do you know about it? Static fireball that explodes when foes draw near. That sounds raw. Is that the move they used? It looked like they were just using regular fireball. Well, we would need to... It's less uses. Oh, I need another level of attunement to be able to equip that, though. Is that just because I have 2? No, I think that must be... That's not just because it's 2... I would need another spell slot. I think it's just... I would need 2 to use this at all, right? I wanted to look at one other thing. It was the soul from these guys. The Ruined Sentinel, a creation of the Jailer. Ruined Sentinel has no corporeal form, only an empty soul that haunts the armor. Oh, all 3 of them were one entity. Use the special soul of the Ruined Sentinel. Oh, yeah, they all say that. There's another Movember in here? This game is crazy. I mean, this is just... Oh, this is how I think I was supposed to get this. Maybe there's one across the street. I'm reading Will's story. Hope my mom and dad don't find out. Dad was like, nah, y'all broke the sword. That's so funny. I loved it when you would like... You knew you did something, but you were like, everybody was just trying to hide it. I was never good at hiding that kind of stuff when I was a kid. Because I would always make like I would always draw attention to it. When really what you gotta do is just like move on. Were we not done, Sizz, with illusory walls, even including that one? Is there one up there on the fucking drop-down base ledge? Remember how Powell McMartney was always yelling base? That's because Powell McMartney, he had harder fights to weather so far. In some ways, in some regards. An epic Tom and Jerry prank. We used to pull hella pranks too. You ever, like, I bet it's here. Yeah. We gotta do a better job at, like, just poking around for these. That looks like that could maybe be a mimic. I'm not sure why. There's a curly in here. So, oh, God, that's so much damage still. I don't think we had a one-hit kill on those guys before, though. I don't know why. I just getting hard mimic vibes from this one. Guess not. Rouge water! Gerouge! Look! Rouge water? Gerouge? So dumb. Let's see. Where would... That seems like it would be a consumable item. The items have moved down for sure. Oh, I can make it, no, I can't. I thought I could do recently obtained. This. Here it is. HP and spell uses. Hell yeah.
Good one, buddy. What do you say you pull me out of here and we go questing together?
Nah, I think I'm good, dog. Let me know if you see any guys coming from behind to try to stab me.
Oh, come on.
Now what the fuck was that? Satan? There's a bonfire in here, I guess. What the fuck was that? It was Curly? Curly in a jail cell? Where was he? In here? It sounded like somebody blew up. Curly? Or was he in one of those, like, peanut, jail cells? I gotta read about this epic prank Will pulled. I'm gonna go back to Majula for a little bit. Hey, we're positive boss now, though. We can do whatever we want. Mom's not home anymore. Mom went out.
Can I get a bite of your sandwich?
Shut up, skeleton. Mom isn't home. We can play. We can gut our friends with swords. Someone would open the door and a towel or sock would fall from the door onto their face, blinding them while they could. One of my favorite kid things is when you like make up like a plan, like to do a plan that every kid in the group knows is not physically possible, but you get so hyped up on just the idea of the possibility of the event that you do it anyway. Like maybe if we all do it together and it's fun for us, it will work. Maybe magic is real. Okay, the towel falls onto their... But, like, the towel would just, like, go over their face. And they continue to step forward into a water puddle, would slip and fall into some other object. My mom walked in and went, "What the fuck?" We thought it would be, like, a funny cartoon. Love that. What was Zebra's question? The thing you did as a kid was the most... My life is so fucking over. If I didn't do if I didn't do my homework or something and my mom found out, that would be that would be pretty over for me. Cuz I didn't when I was not until high school was I very good at school at all. There were subjects that I was good at, but I was not like one of those like does well in school students until I got to high school, and I was like opposite to Zebra maybe. I was like, dang, I better start like doing shit or else I'm not gonna have a future. And so then I started getting A's and B's. But so when I was younger, you know, I just like it's the same issue I grapple with still to this very day. I just didn't want to do that shit. Whether it's being at my job or doing my homework, if I don't want to do it, it's pretty hard to get me to do it, even if I know I have to. So sometimes I would be just, sometimes I would just be messing around, just not listening to my mom. But like when she would like find me out, then I would, I'd be like, oh no, I'm gonna. Skirted to the edge there. I would be like, oh, I'm in so much trouble. Like I didn't want to do it, and I didn't like getting in trouble for it. Like it clearly was not enough to make me like want to do it all the time, but it really felt bad to like be in trouble over that.
That is the only way. Lest this land swallow you whole, as it has so many others.
Look at Shikaka. Shikaka sometimes, and Shikaka now. Do I have one of these? Nope. Alright, I think we still really kind of want to make moves on Vigor more than anything, or Strength. Not Vigor. What did I need to wield this effectively? Where's the... That's in inventory. Where are the stats? I swear to God it should show me this here. We've looked at it a bunch of times. Oh, I got my GameCube and games taken away all the time. Why? Whoops. Gerouge. Why am I blanking on this? Confirm. Aha. Thanks is, yes, 28 strength. Okay. We definitely need, I want to just, like, get that done as soon as we can. It's not like I'm, like, you know, like, just targeting in on, like, only one stat. But, like, we're so close. Like, we literally have it right now. It's just that once we hit this, I can start focusing on other stats. We also have a good amount of souls here, so I'm gonna go pop by the crone real quick. Just trying to remember if she has anything she wants to trade me. I know she has life gems. And effigies are good to have. How many? Oh, this is how many she has, right? How many of these do I have? 5. 5 of both? Yeah, we will check in with the armorman. I'm gonna buy 5 of these, just because they're not very expensive. We have that, we have that. We don't believe in magic. I could buy the traveling merchant's hat. No. Oh. I like her. She's my grandma. I think of her as my grandma in another life. Alright, but look, now we have the stats to Vavavoom. We have the stats to Vava this. We can be running around with shield and then go in for swing and run around with shield. Stupid way of talking. Yo, what's up, Psycho Panda? Psycho Pando? Oh, the penal handcuffs. Remember I was going to be punished, Gerouge? I'm buying these. I just want to see what they look like.
Do come again.
Alright, let's get penal on it. How goes DS2? It's going good. What is this one stat that I'm getting less of here? Poise. 4 poise. You've got to be kidding me. Do we like this? Is this like a little bracelet? Is this a cool accessory for me? I'll tell you what I don't like about it. It's on my sword hand. Is it kind of raw? Do we think it's cool or does it just look stupid? Can I manager mode this? I need to see what it looks like manager mode. Yeah, it doesn't look super cool with the gut sword, I agree. What about this, though? I'm gonna take the shield off, too. It's not what I thought it would. This is not my vision. The punished manager. Well, it wasn't that expensive. A bit of a bust, but who's never busted one, you know what I'm saying? No, I know I'm strength. Gerouge. Come on now. Mom's watching. I know I'd be straying from the path a little bit, but part of me is a little bit curious about the 20 decks that it would take to wield this thing, too. I'm sure it's not as cool, but it's pretty nifty. Do it at level 1? Hey, good luck. We're doing it at level 69, I believe, right now. Yeah, we'll buy more stuff from the armorman. I'm sure... I mean, like, a lot of the... It seems like a lot of this armor that he's got is unique, right? I mean, I guess this falconer armor we have, this stuff. Could get falconer boots. I was thinking, what were we talking about last time? I was talking about how I really kind of like the rose shield and the great sword together. I think they're like a cool looking combo. But he just needs like better gear. You killed this guy? Oh no. Like the falcon armor, like it's red, it's rouge, it looks okay, but it just feels like something I got at the beginning of the game and I haven't really like gotten anything else. I mean, like it's like pretty cool. If we got him some cooler leg wear, I wouldn't mind the red. Cuz I kind of like this like sort of cape kind of cowl thing that he's got. I think it's like we're almost at an iconic look. I would like to keep his armor piece red. It's just, and this is the only red gear we have right now, but if I found a red gear that I liked more, I would wear it, I think. I would change it. But I don't want to rock the full Falconer set. You know what I'm saying? What are like what are the leg gears? This is important to me. What are the leg gears that we've got so far going? We are wearing the Falconer boots. What does it look like if I take these off? Oh, Gerouge. Why did we let the girls out? This is not this is not Bermuda short summer, Gerouge. These are pretty cool. I'm fat rolling with these on though. But only very right at the line, right? I think one more level up we might be able to have enough to wear those. Also, this thing was heavier than... What was I wearing? These, right? Now we should be normal roll. These are kind of cool looking. I actually like the design on the leg armor here. And they're stronger, but that's not that's secondary to me when it comes to gear and armor. Definitely cooler looking than those. Like as long as they're not awful. Like I feel like the stat boosts you get from them are so negligible. Just some trousers looking like Shaggy over here. These look like action figure-esque. No, the Drawing League leggings are definitely the coolest leggings we've got so far. These are too heavy. That's heavy too. I don't know if I really like the shiny. For now, the Falconer's gloves, I guess, are fine. They're the best thing that I have that's not... These are alright. Those look kind of stupid. Those also kind of look Party City. These might be what we want. Vavavoom? Those or these? This kind of looks more like it's like... I like that the grip on these gloves kind of look like... This is the kind of grip you'd want if you had a big-ass sword to swing around so you don't get blisters. These, I mean, like, yes, these have gloves, but I feel like these would give you more guard, maybe. I don't know. It's temporary. I like the... What did we accomplish here? I put on new legs. Alright, how much more do we need to level up? Can I do it again? No. I would like to start doing endurance now, though. I guess there's also adaptability. I'm sure I must have enough for another 3,000 with these little guys. You gotta use them at some point. Shoutouts to every time I do a Three Houses playthrough. It's just like the way that I play that game. Every time I do a Three Houses playthrough, you know, in Three Houses you get so many stat boosting consumable items. It is not like it is in you know, like one of the more kind of linear games. Where, you know, the ones that you get are, like, you kind of have to work for a lot of the time, and they're fairly valuable, and they're also fairly sparse. In Three Houses, you can get them just from, like, gardening and, like, all kinds of silly stuff. And I also, because of that, I don't really use them very often, just because I think it's more fun to kind of just see how your units roll. But if a character needs a little help with certain stats, then sometimes I will use them. But because of that, because I don't normally really use them that much, I wind up with just having like 30 of them in my inventory at all times. It's this one, right? The only ones I've used so far is I gave, I think I've given her 2 so far. I gave some of the magic ones to Shamir, who I'm running as a Gremory, because her magic list is good, despite the fact that she has a deficiency for faith. She gets cool, like pretty cool spells for Shamir. Shut up, Curly. Oh, he's up there, I think. But her magic has not been doing well, so I had to give her a little help. What the? Oh my god!
Oh my goodness, that guy with my that.
That was crazy. Are we snack of embering at more hidden walls? I guess I should just, for in this area at least, let's just get in the habit of hugging all of them, kinda. Seems like there are a lot of them around. Maybe we have to break some things. But look, we can wield our greatsword now. We're already killing it. We only killed one of the guys. Oh, that was for the cool sword. Okay. I mean, it was cool looking. It was a cool looking sword. There was like the blue ember blade. If you were going through this area in real life, it would be like hands. It would be like, hold up, grab the wall, wiggle like you're trying to make your ass fall off. You'd be like shuffling along the wall, like patting it every step of the way, looking for a mechanism. Is this? Can I destroy this door? Yoo-hoo, door. Oh. Oh, Gerouge. We're back out here on the... We're back out here on the battlements. I feel like every time I say battlements, I need to slap like a source citation needed on it. Ah! Oh, we are single-handing this, baby. Oh, and a Bastille key. Well, I know I can use this. Let's see. I wonder if can I go right back in here and start unlocking some of these. Well, no, a lot of these, like, where our dumb little skeleton homie was sticking out, it didn't even look like I could get in there. But there were a bunch of rooms. If we warped back to the other bonfire, we could get into them. There was a bunch of rooms on the way into the boss that looked like they were unlockable. I bet that this goes to a number of those. But before we do that, let's continue forward here just to kind of see what this is. Considering I'm already over here. I hear a large-bodied flying something screeching at me from the skies. What was making that noise? Who's making all the racket out here? I don't want an undead parish type situation here. I don't see it though. Maybe I can get a better vantage point up here. There's clearly some kind of fucking monster out there. I think there's a lot in here. Ah, yes, the wine cellar. Okay, well now I kind of want to go back down. I'm wondering if they want me to like... Okay, it definitely sounds like it's sort of being triggered by me coming out here. I bet they want me to make a run. I don't see what is roaring at me, but I don't intend to find out what it is unless I have something, like a way to deal with it. We'll come back to that. Gerouge. Fuck you, Curly. He's taking out priceless bottles here. I think I just took out the cask of Gerougerizer. Oh, Curly! Ah! Look, some floating debris. That's nothing. The cask of Gerougerizer. What if you... what if you pulled through Starbucks and after you got done checking with the cashier that the pursuer wasn't actually hiding in there waiting to jump out and get you, you went, yeah, can I do like a grande Gerougerizer? What do you think she would say?
Yeah, it's rather cozy in here. Maybe you would like to join me? Honk shoo, honk me.
Nah, dude, I'm good. Sayonara. Sweet dreams. Oh, yo, look. You drive-through attendant and it's the crestfallen Fudge. Curly! Oh, we've been in that room. Why are they exploding now? Curly. Why did him exploding open the gate? Ah! I guess, like, we probably didn't fuck with that one. We fucked with the ones over here. But we've been in this room before. That was on the way up to the, like, top of the tower area, which I don't really want to go back to. Yet, at least. But that's a good... that's maybe faster to get over here than the other bonfire. Maybe not, though, because you'd have to go across the bridge, and there's the pursuers over there or some shit, I think. What does the message say about this? Visions of skeleton and short sadness ahead. No, I think he was chilling.
Can you get me a glass of warm milk? It's good for your bones.
Get out of here, dude. Shut up, skeletons. Skeletons are getting esoteric in the tower. It says, I like that bit, too. It's funny to me, for me. It making me laugh for me. Yeah, sure. He's just putting them back in. Okay. I think I'm gonna run it. Just make sure there's nothing like... I feel like I keep thinking that one of these, like, little kind of dilapidated walls on the sides of these, like, long pathways, that one of them will actually be a fake out wall and it will lead to something. But so far it hasn't seemed to be the case. There is... Why is it... What is it? An invisible fucking dragon? Do I not have the insight? There it is. I saw it flapping. This is horrifying, actually. And only because of the camera? Where is it? Where is the dragon?
No, haven't seen it yet. I just saw there's an item over here, though. Oh, flame butterfly. Oh, beautiful. Whee! Oh, and this is, that's down there. Oh, I wanted to go back down there. Oh, we're back around to Doug room. Well, I don't know, Sis, what was it? Was it a dragon? Just completely missed it. Okay, and this is... Oh, this is this. Alright, Gerouge, let's put our thinking cap on. Why would we care about this? Something similar flapping around last week. Did I? Oh, yeah, when we went down... Was it when we were down in the Sinner's Cove or whatever? Was there something flapping around down there, too? I don't really remember seeing it, honestly. You know what I like, actually, looking at the Falconer's armor here? It's actually, like, it looks like it's kind of geared for this sword. Do you see how he's got this, like, he holds it over his shoulder, but he's got this additional, like, what do you call this, a pauldron or something? He's got this additional armor piece. Like, where he would rest it. That's cool. Gerouge. Okay, why would I need to be able to go back through here? This is made like a little loop. Because that goes there. Is there a way for me to climb up from this bottom area? To climb back up? You know what else I realized I could do when I was running over here? Is, It looked like I could... It looked like I could, fall down the well. Now, will I probably die if I do? Yeah, but that could be funny. But this is like close, and well, we're down here now. This is like close enough to another bonfire. We've kind of got this place sort of interlinked now. Wasn't there, refresh my memory maybe, Sis, wasn't there a place I could use a Pharos' lockstone somewhere around here? Like in the wall or something? Was it in Doug area? Okay. Let's do that. It's a lot easier to deal with these kind of smaller, faster enemies now that I can one-hand. Because my Gerouge range is so crazy. And I can remember I gotta get back. I know that's happened to me before already, but well, I forgot about it. I need to get back into the habit of being able to use a shield again. We definitely improved at like being like total two-hand only. Idiot. Look at him dead on the ladder. What an embarrassing way to go out. Actually, this is like pretty good ragdolling. I'm actually pretty impressed by this. Look at him dead on the ladder. I mean, I guess I don't know what this foot's doing other than that it's like caught under the bar. But that one is clearly like slumped over the bar. He's like Peter Family Guy death posed a little bit also. I'm killing this guy. Alright. Searching Doug room. It was against the wall, I think, on the other side of Doug room. Not in there. It was in here, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, also, this is Doug room. Dude, is it supposed to look like a guy who's like, ah! Okay, we lit the fire up in the night. Oh, this is like, you know what this is like, Sis? This is like an escape room. Is it just telling me to no? Okay. This is like, do you remember that escape room we did where there was a puzzle? That puzzle where you had to like, use like a fire stoker, like a bellows, and like stoke that thing, and then it would like make the light appear, and you had to like get the light, like you had to move the thing forward to get the light to show the like puzzle. That's what this reminded me of, and that was a cool puzzle. That was the part I was most impressed by. With that escape room. All right, what do we think this did? Would you ever come up and give this a little kiss? Why would you? Okay, this is just smash it wall. All right, are we gonna get our first lock stone purchasable item into a mimic? No. Yeah, that was because we were like looking at like I think we were looking at we were trying to figure it out with the banner, but we like couldn't really see what it was, and then like the obvious answer was just move the banner closer to the light, which would then like focus the like the image more. But when that was done, I was like, oh dang, like I didn't even think about it that way. All right, what the hell did I just get? Soul. Oh, boys. Oh, not the Iga Ninja Clan. Zebra? Not the Legend of the Unemployed Ninja. Fuck. Didn't we, Says, do you remember how much time we had left in that escape room? I feel like we were like within the last minute when we solved it. We were keeping, I remember we were doing that thing where we were like fiddling around on those little dials or whatever, and I remember feeling in that moment like we were keeping a cool ass head over it. I was not panicked doing that. But we were running out of time for sure. I did kind of have, I do remember having like when we like got into that second room, and there was like that big chemistry thing on the, I don't remember if Zebra had the same experience, though I know Zebra gets like this, which is why I thought maybe he did. But I remember seeing that and being, and like just feeling like it was so over. I saw that shit that had equations. I was flashing back to when I didn't do my homework in elementary school and my mom got mad at me. I was like, we're cooked, dude, on this. But then we did it. We figured it out. I did not contribute very much to that part of the thing at all. A soul vessel. Is that also a key item? No. What is that? What's that do? Yeah, Rinslet and I feel like it was Rinslet mostly who figured that out. Rinslet and Zebra solved that. I did not contribute to that at all, really. I remember sitting on the ground at one point. And the thing was on the ground, so it's not like I wasn't doing anything, but I remember just sitting on the ground and just like like scratching my head and looking at it. Where's the soul vessel, dude? Maybe that's nobody help me. Was it this? No, that's Hush. We got Hush, we got Emmett Squelch. Oh, this. Right. Did we look at the item description for this? I'm pretty sure we did. Oh, this is how you respec. Interesting. Okay. There's more for us to do, though. I think we're just going to finish up clearing out this area. I feel like there isn't that much more of it. So, it's not too far from where we just were to take these elevators back up here. I know we spent a little time going through here last week, or last time we played this. No, I think if anything, Sizz was the straight man. What the fuck is this? Oh, this goes down here. Oh, this gets me fairly close to it, too. And I can hang out with my homie again. Oh, Gerouge. They're like, oh, alright, yeah. Dust yourself off, man. You did. Sizz was, I think, definitely the straight man in the escape room, just because he's... Oh, that scared me. I knew these guys were over here, but... Just because he's, like, the escape room guy. Like, he's good at them. Yeah, what was up with that barrel, Sizz? We need that? Oh, can you kick it down? Alright, well, we'll have to set it a bonfire and come back. But that's not too far from here. But we can open this now. I don't know why this would be a mimic. Oh, yo! It's another smith. This one looks even more like a 7th dwarf. What the heck is this? Ooh! Oh, this is clutch. Oh, you were wanting me to blow this up, I bet, right, Sizz? Well, we had the key. But yeah, we could have done this a lot earlier, and that would have been this would have been a very useful bonfire to have. I actually did look at this. I think we tried to smash it. We tried to interact with it, but I didn't put together that you can roll the exploding barrels, even though we've seen that in a couple places so far. Alright, I mean, do you mind, dude, if I, like, plunder your wares? Who's plundering me wares? More one here, sir. Who's plundering me wares? Gerougge is like, is he gonna, like, stop me? It's awkwardly continuing to plunder his wares. Quit plundering me wares! I'll put him back, I guess, if you want. This guy's like a Viking. I gave him the wrong voice.
Oh, why can't they all be this easy?
He definitely is a blacksmith, though. He's got his little tongs and his smithing hammer. Anyway, I don't think any of us were the stupas in the escape room. I think we all contributed. We were trying, and because we were trying, we succeeded. Well, we did get a little silly when the gun. There was one part where these guns were revealed to us, and we were definitely running around wielding the guns. I felt like everybody contributed to one puzzle. I remember taking the lead on the one where there was like a roulette table and you had to move the roulette wheel in like specific directions. Remember that one like clicked to me like what we needed to do there.
That's it, yes. That's the way. Dear Flame,
I wonder if this guy wants my ember. I don't know what he's kind of vibing right now.
I smell flame upon you.
Who wants my embers?
I'm Macduff the
Oh, my
blacksmith.
Duff.
All I want is a little flame.
Bro, I got you, dog.
So, hand that ember to me.
I had to talk to him like 5 times to get him to say this, but...
You imbecile.
Alright, dude. Yeah, I remember the card puzzle. I also was very clocked out on that one. I played the piano, but that was more like we knew what we needed to do at that part. I was like, I want to play the piano, so I just got on it. Yeah, that card puzzle, maybe I didn't contribute very much. I could not for the life of me figure out what we were doing with that thing.
funny escape room.
What a marvelous ember. You've got
Maybe I was the Kagura.
give me stones, and I'll fortify your gear.
Because I also wanted to sit in the spaceship, like so in this escape room we were in, there was the final set piece was basically it was like a bank. It was like an old-fashioned old western like train heist kind of thing. This gang had stolen this money, and so the whole first room was like a saloon. There was like a safe and like a piano and all kinds of cool stuff in there, pictures on the wall and all kinds of stuff. There were some fake gun, like rifle props that we got, and all that was fun. But then you find out that, at least this is how I remember it, so the second room, because most escape rooms have like another room that opens. The second room had, or at least one other room. The second room had like this science equation thing you had to do, and it was then revealed that I think it was like a time heist. There was a time machine hidden in the second room that I guess that was how the thief, a bandit group or whatever, like got away with it. And so we had to shut down the time machine. And yeah, and I remember asking the lady at the end, like, I remember asking her how often people get into the time machine, and I'm pretty sure her answer was, yeah, kids usually get in there. My ass plopped right into the seat in that time machine. But I was still helping. Like, I was, there was these little gears and dials and stuff you had to crank on there. Yeah, I thought there was going to be a point where sitting in the time machine you would have needed to like look at, like, see something that you could only see from in the seat. But there wasn't anything like that. It was just for fun, I guess. All right, yo, Scythe? Nah, I'm not thinking about it today. Royal Kite Shield. Let's go fly a kite. What else do we got? I got some repair powder. Titanite shard. But it seems like this guy's thing is infusing the weapons, right? And you know what we could also start doing? Is we could start reinforcing our sword now. I got some souls. I got some Titanite. Mary Poopins. I also like that song. And I also like Mary Poppins. I could even do a large shard. I'm doing it. I'm getting hella strong for whatever point in the game we're in. Oh, and what is this also? Hold on. Reinforce. Is this stuff I already have? It doesn't look like it. We have this stuff? Oh, I guess I haven't looked at the headgear in a while. Yeah, this is all my regular gear. I just didn't look at the headgear. Alright, and then there's infusing. Oh. Alright, well, it doesn't look like I have any of this stuff, but it can be done. Faint stone. Fire drake. Bolt stone. Dark Knight poison. I wonder, I know in Dark Souls 1, there were ways to augment your weapons to have these kind of attributes, but as I recall, they didn't really have like a visual element to them. Has that changed at all in this? Like, if we infuse it with Fire Drake stone, will it actually become fire, or is it still just like... I mean, I guess we have this that's fire. And that looks like maybe the same indicator. It is, okay. Alright, so I guess not then. I think that's kind of a bummer, because I would rather it, like... I mean, I know there are, like, the, pine resin and, like, all that kind of stuff. Like, there are ways to get actual visual elements on your sword. But I think it would be cool if I could get a lightning guts blade. I would be much more likely to do that. But maybe when we get some of those, if we get some of those resources to do that with, we'll do it. Be a kind of fun way to switch it up.
Dear Flane. What if he was like, have you seen her? It's who, dude? Flane, dear Flane. he knows about her. They called me crazy, but I know. She scatters around these holes. Scattering.
Reason makes him doubt Flame. And so we waver and falter. The power of Flame, power of the gods. In the end, it is all beyond our reach. And so, Flame allures us, and we attempt to harness its power. Flame, dear Flame.
Geroux he's very demonstrating a lot of trust, standing so close to Macduff when he's just swinging that hammer around all over the place.
Dear Flame,
Nah, he's good.
give you my all.
He seems like he's got his head on his shoulders. Is there a puzzle with what he says? Is that what you're saying?
From the start of time, Flame.
I actually don't think. I think this is still new dialogue. Also,
Now he devises new fire.
maybe it's this.
arts, but his reason makes him doubt Flame. And so we waver and falter. The power of Flame, power of the
No, this we've heard though. I think.
In the end, it is all beyond our reach. And so, Flame allures us, and we attempt to harness its power. Flame, dear Flame.
I don't know what the why he's like. Why is he doing that?
Flame,
Maybe if I show him my pyromancy, he'll like it. Do you like this?
I ought to fetch a new ember.
I haven't heard this before.
Flame, dear Flame.
I don't know why that would have to like. Oh, I guess that's maybe just talking to him, dialogue. What if we talk to him now?
Dear Flame, I give you my all, and you waver and fall.
Oh, I guess he's also sitting on a chest, right? Maybe that's what it is. I wonder if we can get him to get up. I wonder if I make Flame, dear Flame, over here. Oh, I know. I've got it. I got this shit figured out. Watch this. Watch me, how you like me now? Oh Jesus, that guy's. He scared me again. Get out of here! I'm trying to talk to Macduff puzzle. Sorry, bro. Ah, he's totally together. He's totally with it. Alright, I bet if we light this, then he will get up. Macduff, you want to come over with a flame, dude? Maybe?
Hoppa.
I ought to fetch a new ember.
There's embers right over there for you. Well, not embers per se.
Start of time, Flame allowed,
Unless I made a little more homey in here.
and even now, Flame.
Does that have to do with this piss hole in the wall? Macduff, you good, dude? Yeah, he's doing great. Enemy ahead and then enemy ahead. Yeah, okay, buddy. Try torch and then hurrah for joy. It's gotta have something to do with this torch. Torch. Try fire and then bonfire ahead. That's a good one. You know what? I'm gonna give that a yeah. That's what they call it on Splatoon. Giving it a yeah. How do we get NPCs to do things? I mean, hitting them, I guess. I don't want to kill him. Maybe he'll run. Like, will he like run after me? Oh, we could like. Don't do that. Oh, We have to refresh. Just talk to him again, is what you're saying?
I ought to fled.
Or maybe sit at the bonfire?
From the start of time, and even but, and so, the power to fled, and so fled.
Man. I left the Beatles for this. Oh, okay. Now I see. He wants to sit by where the fire is because it's good for him. And hey, man, that's pretty cool. What if it was a mimic? Got you. Oh, shit, scared me again. I should leave him alive for that. 3 times that dog has scared me. We killed it like 6 times on the way through here before. I know it's over there. That guy got me worse than before. Fuck you. Yeah, so I saw we got Twinkling Titanite and then we got a hammer too. Sorry, I got jump scared there. This hammer, Craftsman's hammer. That's pretty cool. Kind of feeling getting like light axe vibes from those. I don't know. However, I don't think I need Twinkling Titanite for this, do I? I just need more large. What do you do with Twinkling Titanite? Is it not one of the things I do this with, right? Do like some items need it, or some gear needs it to level up? Yeah. Can you reinforce the Moonlight Greatsword with it? I know we've never used that, but maybe you'd need it for that. Okay, that's what I figured. I'm gonna kill these dogs again just for the sake of it. Fuck you guys. They scared me 3 separate times. Okay, there's more I wanted to do here, though. I'm gonna go back up here. We can head back to Curly Room because I'm on the way there. But before that, I wanted to check out these other locked jail cells. There were also locked jail cells in the way down to the sinner or whatever her name was, but the key we got was called the Bastille key. I would imagine that the Bastille key does not unlock those jail cells. How am I faring better here against these guys when I can one-handed wield? Yes, definitely. I don't have to lock in so insanely hard to my to this swing. This was my fastest attack was this when we couldn't wield it. Okay, and then I wanted to go, then these fuckers come through here. Ah, Gerougerizer. Uh-oh, Rouge? That was a waste. Not what I meant to do. I meant to chug. And have a bloody chug-a-lug. Yeah. Now we're just gonna work on my, like, survivability stats. Like offense and, or, like health and endurance. And we'll put a little on attunement every now and then, just to humor my desire to use fire magic, and we'll put some on adaptability too. Oh wait, these don't even. Okay, never mind. I thought that I don't know why I was thinking I got the prompt to like won't open with these grates, or these cell doors, but I guess there's not. So. Okay, so there's nothing else to do there then. But we can get back to Curly Room if we go this way. Actually, in that room with the, I didn't even really fully explore the room that has the bonfire in it.
Hey, Gerouge.
I almost went Sprucino. Oh, there's the, that was the Curly. Ouch. Oh, there's another Curly. I keep almost doing
Sprucino, Loa.
and I like that bit. And I like all the bits of my friends, cause yep. Did we go up there? Oh, Buta. This is what I wanted to summon, Sis. This is what I hoped I could summon. Oh, what a lovely little creature. Oh, what a whimsical creature. How can I interact that? Like moths to the flame. If I saw a moth this big in real life, though, I would be a little skeeved out. Not like mega crazy, but I'd be like, I really hope that thing stays where I can just look at it and not where it's around me that close. What can I hapa with it?
How can I have a bua? Hapa do a bua.
Was this up here the whole time, Sis? And this is wonderful. I guess I could, like, shoot it. But... what am I, a psycho? Did I go down here? Is this a Curly room? Oh, this is the fucking Pursuer. The Pursuer! Fuck you, dude. Actually, I feel like we've got pretty decent odds against the Pursuer right now. I'm kind of liking my Pursuer matchup now that I've got a 28 strength. And I can do that much to his bar. Kind of feeling positively about my Pursuer matchup. Except for the fact that I do need to chug. Gerouge. Scold. The only time I scold him is when he dies. Just so, I have another question. Did we have to kill the Pursuer to get him to, like, pursue like this? I know that he had, like, some element, like, level of dark powers before. But it seems like he's, like, hunting us from, like, beyond the grave now, almost. Also, is it more than one guy? I don't like that. I'm choosing to believe that it's the same guy. They are not a genre of guy. They are the same guy, and he has dark powers. And fuck him. There's a Pharos' Lockstone in here too. I saw that. It really does do like a lot of damage though. Like I could probably get away with respecting him less and might be better off. Just that he's such a fucking pursuer, you know? Like, look how much damage we're doing. Oh, both of us dead at the same time. Hey, wouldn't want to... You know what? Wouldn't want to go any other way than that. I don't like the explosive barrels. I don't much care for them. I'm ready to be in an area that doesn't have them in it. Alright, it seems like once he's banished from an area, though, he's banished. You know, the large club. Is this the weapon I think it is? Yeah. I I feel like without fail, there's usually one like that's even bigger than this, right? I feel like without fail, you will see someone running around with one of these like once per playthrough or once per play session. And you want to know what I also always associate with it? The guy that is running around with the big stick, why is his ass always naked? Is it just because it's a really heavy weapon? maybe it's because in Dark Souls 1 you can like light roll with it. But why are they're always just running around with a loincloth and a giant stick? Big stick naked lady, is that like in the game or is that something that like players do? I feel like I see players running it all the time. Is that like someone you can summon? Maybe the player is just like dressed like her. Oh, Priest's Chime. That's the least likely thing I'm ever gonna use. Gerouge. Is she a character? I want to know about her now, Sis. Who's the big naked lady? You know, in the Seinfeld episode, The Contest. Iconic episode. Still funny, I think. Still find okay to laugh at it. When there's the naked lady across the I almost called him K-Man. There's a naked lady across the street from Jerry's apartment, and Kramer is like looking at her. Isn't that kind of fucked up? I feel like Kramer is the most forgivable of the four like friends. Like I feel like he's the one who does the least like sort of reprehensible things. He's just kind of an idiot. But like for him to be like looking at the lady across the street with binoculars, isn't that like pretty fucked up? Like why is how can Kramer be doing that shit? Like it's like not. And I'm not trying to I'm not trying to cancel Seinfeld. You couldn't make that show today. But like it's like weirdly like not like it's only played for laughs. Like there's like no like the only element of it that is like beyond that Kramer is doing it and it's okay is that Jerry wants to do it too. But he's but he's not because he wants to win the contest. That woman's privacy has nothing at all. Like there's of no relevance or concern to any of them. I guess that's true. Kramer goes over there, so maybe that's not so bad. I mean, she was walking around doing it with the window open, but it's funny that he goes over there. What was there? Was there something else I was gonna do? Where did you want me to go, Sis? The room with the curlies? How do I get back to that? Curly room. Was that over? Where can I remember we got back there from somewhere in here. The wine room. Okay. This reminds me of Resident Evil 8. Did we talk about that on here? I really hope Resident Evil 9 isn't like I really hope Resident Evil 9 is not an open world game. I know that they said there's going to be sort of some more like open areas. But I really hope that it's like I mean, I don't know. Resident Evil 7 I guess is also pretty open, and that's the best part of that game for sure. Is like the open environment that you kind of solve, but that's because like the mansion or like the house in Resident Evil 8 or Resident Evil 7 has that like very satisfying, almost kind of like puzzle box vibe to it, and I don't think a big open area would. It was early in development, but they changed it. Okay. I don't know if I would need it to be as linear as 8 was, because 8 is really just like go from a set piece to a hub to a set piece to a hub, kind of. And I really liked that for that game, but I don't know if I would want to do that again. It looks like the ones that explode have like they've got like the flame in them. Are they kindling their flame chest? Oh, and this one has like a stink chest. They're curlies with chests. Is this the curly room that we're talking about? Because we were through here last week. But I do believe I could have missed something in the room. Yeah, I mean, like I was just saying about this is giving me the... I don't remember if I actually said this thought or not, but going in here through here, I was getting kind of the vibe of the castle. And I do think that the castle is a great area. It's like a very little kind of mini, like, Resident Evil map, sort of. The factory, I think, is, like, satisfactory, but... Get it? But I don't think it was, like, amazing. But the other two areas are definitely set pieces. But if you're trying to tell me that House Beneviento isn't the best part of that game, you're trying to tell the wrong person. Find somebody else. And if you're trying to tell me the lake was the worst part of that game, I'm with you 100%. It was. I like hear a noise. Is it that I'm supposed to be looking for, Sis? Why does it sound like something's like rattling chains? Why are there so many curlies in here? Were there this many in here before? Mouthwashing changed everything, and by that I mean I didn't even play it. I keep seeing posts on Twitter that are like, why does mouthwashing have fandom? And I'm sure those posts are making some valid point. But so I don't know. Go fuck yourself. Like, I know we could get in here. Oh, but also from there I could get in there. Was it this that you were trying to get me to come to, Sis? Last time we were here, I don't think I had enough of the branches. But I remember last week saying or commenting that I bet we can get through to this cell from this cell, even if I don't necessarily need this bonfire. Also, this is a character. Maybe? Are you an NPC? I didn't realize that last week either, or last time. Aha, it's Dishonored guy. Or girl?
I'm afraid. I must thank you, young traveler. I am Strayed, a wandering sorcerer of sorts. I've been a guest for a very long time, but I don't think that anybody will miss me.
Good one, dude. He's probably right about that, though. Same voice actor as Kingseeker Frampt. I hear it. What's the line that Kingseeker Frampt says? He's definitely a much different delivery than Kingseeker Frampt is very boisterous. One, that motherfucker's always chewing. But two, he's got like a very loud kind of way of talking. Yeah, I mean, like, I get, like, why people don't want there to be fandom for it, because the game, like, deals with some, like, you know, pretty heavy, like, or, you know, like, the game deals with, like, some fairly heavy stuff, but also, the game is a psychological horror game. Like, I don't know. I think anything can maybe have fandom. I feel like it's. I mean, like I get where people are coming from with that, but also like, it's not that big of a deal. And I feel like the people that would be making posts about it would be like 20.
Very good. Very good indeed.
I think you should be allowed to have your meow meow, no matter how awful they were.
My spells.
Oh, yo. Oh, ladies, what is this? Spell effects. Guy, you're talking to the wrong Rouge here. Maybe you're talking to the right Rouge. Maybe you're speaking my lang, Rouge. Some people are fans of Adachi out here. That's what I'm saying. Yo, we got some pyromancies I can get, though. Or hexes. What the hex? What the? Yo, Strayed is the great mage. And Strayed, I'm noticing, will talk to me no matter how smart I am. Unlike that other stupid guy. One of the pyromancies developed by Strayed. Olafis. Weren't we just hearing about Olafis today? Oh, that's because it was this magic. We have this already. It was this. What does this one do? Great flames envelop and immolate faraway foes. Alright, well. Should I buy this? I probably will. We can also trade. Oh, this is how you, like, get rid of... Oh, no, wait. Is this stuff that he has? There's some pretty cool stuff here. Oh, the Pursuer. How did you get this, Strayed? Hey. Oh, I see. Yeah. We can get the boss's weapons for this. We got Warped Sword, Warp Tor. We got Arced Sword. The Giant, Century Soul. This shouldn't be two because this was the same guy. Another NPC who also does this, and sometimes the same soul can be used for multiple items. Okay. I mean, like, as much, like, some of this stuff, like, oh, the Pursuer's Great Shield. But this is heavy as fuck. Yeah, 16 weight. That's what this is, right? I don't know why I can't get over there, but... Oh, I'm over there. Okay. Yeah. That's, like, way mega heavy. Cool, though. I'm just looking at it right now. What's this shield? It's the Dragon Rider shield. And then... Heavy homing soul arrow. I mean, I'm never going to wield that, but... Oh! Mock!
How long was I sat petrified? Long enough for the old kingdom to have crumbled, I see. Why didn't anyone wake me sooner? Rang Lake. I've never heard the name.
This guy doesn't know where he is.
They call this place
Drang Lake. Oh, yo, he was petrified a long ass time then. He's from an age very once old.
the cursed ones were imprisoned within this land. Of course, you came of your own free will. The people feared the cursed ones like a plague. Some people would rather keep dreadful things out of sight, out of mind. In the end, they swept them up and corralled them here. So very typical of meek minds, don't you think?
That's what I'm saying. There's like this guy I know who's over by the No Man's Wharf. Meek minds and all that. You get me, right? You get me.
Their own frailty. They seized anybody they found undesirable, cursed or no, and impounded them here. Whoever posed even the slightest threat was removed, all so that they could sleep better at night. They even turned the great Strayed into a stone.
They turned the Great Straight into stone and they put him in the doorway to the cell. Why would that? Why would this ever be where he, like, how he was? Unless, like, he was breaking out of the cell and it was like, haha, baboo, boo, and he like jumped up while the door was open and they were like, oh, Straight, and they petrified him instantly. That's why he was standing in the doorway.
Kingdoms rose and fell on this tract of earth. Mine,
Yeah, they hit him with the pocket petrified sand.
anything that has a beginning also has an end.
Yeah.
No flame, however brilliant, does not one day splutter and fade. But then, from the ashes, the flame reignites, and a new kingdom is born, sporting a new face. It is all a curse,
That's the undead cycle.
and it is your cursed flesh that will inherit the flame.
Well, what's the game if I don't do this, dude?
Pyromancy was created by the ancient witch of fire.
Yo. Hi, Zebra.
Flame and melded it into pyromancy. The witch led her daughters into
Interesting.
war against the old one.
Is this connecting lore?
Legends are legends.
That sounds like the Witch of Izalith.
What are you prepared to believe?
That's cute. Well, I don't know to what level this is actually. That was just an Easter egg kind of thing, or this is actual lore. But I guess like what Strayed is saying right now is that like worlds, like whole worlds, are created and destroyed with like the like the flickering of the flame, basically. So the world of Dark Souls 1 could be the same world, just like like it's the only thing that could stay consistent is that there is the fire between the two worlds at like with enough time passing.
How long was I sat petrified? Long enough for the old kingdom to have crumbled.
But is the old kingdom the old kingdom he's talking about, though, I would imagine is still like in the Dark Souls 2 world, right? I don't think he would be talking about like Dark Souls 1 land. But I guess he doesn't know Drang Lake, so maybe he is. Maybe this guy's from Lordran. Maybe Straight is a fucking DS1er. Yeah, don't you think this series is sort of getting more and more roll slop? I liked it better back when we had back in the old game. Remember the bell gargoyles?
Feeble, cursed one. Let's hope
What?
the magnificence of my spells does not deter.
Alright, man, just settle down. I bet I could take you in a one-on-one.
Well, very good. My power is
Alright, that's probably the line about the boss soul. Was that all the dialogue he had?
ones were imprisoned within
I think so. The cursed ones, those are like the 4 guys.
the people.
Yeah, I remember him saying this already.
Feeble, cursed one. Let's hope the magnificence.
That's cool though. I guess I don't know why I wouldn't have been expecting that like that's how it tied into the lore. There's Strayed. Oh wait, maybe I can just open this. Oh, I can't. Well, it would have been cooler to unpetrify him and then break through the wall. But it also would have been cooler to blow up that other wall and get in there with the dude. Petrified Dragon Bone. I don't think I've ever had that before. We are wrapping up the stream. Like, I am basically done. But we're so close, I feel like, to having explored all of this, that we might as well just knock it all out now. Again, another item where I have no idea what it is. Or where it is. This, I guess, right? No, that's the Twinkling Titanite. Oh, here it is. Okay. This again looks like... I don't even remember getting this also. This again looks like something you'd use for a specific item. Yeah. The veracity of the name is questionable at best. What do you got to say about the veracity of this dick? The hell's going on out here? Is that where the... I'm knocking it. Yeah, okay, so that's that. So this is probably just nothing, then. Alright, are we done here? I feel like we've done a pretty good job. Again, the only other thing I can think of is that there were all of those locked doors down in the water part, the watery area. Yeah, and then there's the other Pharos Lockstone that we don't have right now in the room, the Pursuer room. There's Dug room on one hand and there's Pursuer room on the other room. But other than that, I feel like we've spent, I mean, we spent 2 whole streams here, basically. But can we do that now with the keys we have, or do you need another key to do that? Or does Dug room, or does Pursuer room thing let you get down to that, the doors down there? Either way, I think I'm down to call it a night here with old Strode. Is there anything else I could think that would be funny for us to do? Well, we could always do that next week. Again, like, because the crone only had 1 Pharos' Lockstone, and we bought it. I need to find another one of those out in the world before we can do any more of that. Hey, fun session though. I feel like we got a lot accomplished. I mean, there was a whole, like, I think if I had been just not playing on stream maybe and just like vibing my way through, I don't even know if I would have found that other boss. Like, was there anything that we did here that was like completely, I mean, I'm sure I would have, but was there anything we did here that was completely necessary to do? I mean, I guess the only necessary things are just like the 4 main guys, but there's just another boss that was tucked away here in the Bastille. But you know what, though, like, everything we explored today was basically like the other path through here from that other way we discovered, which again was sort of a secret way anyway, so it had its own flavor, even though it was still sort of the same area we were messing around in. And next week we'll go mess around somewhere else. Gerouge, it's been a pleasure. I'm happy to have you back. I like saying your name. And I like saving the game. Guys, that was the worst clap I've ever clapped. I'm not doing another one also. Thank you to Zebra for the re-raid. Rinslet for the re-sub. Everybody else for coming out and hanging at the stream with me. Good Dark Souls. I think my goal would be, well, I don't know, it's probably be hard to get to swing. I feel like thank you to me for being me. Isaac, thank you for being you. I think my goal would be that we kill another of the 4 big guys by the next, like, before the next time we have to go on break. But we would have to really kind of figure out where we were going. I think right now what the area that calls to me is There's a few that we still have available. There's a petrified guy that I can use the bark on where the guy that has the Moonlight Greatsword, one of the first like areas we discovered. We could go check that out. There's also that that bonfire I activated down in that pit. That again, because they sell you that like take less damage from falls ring, literally right outside of there, that cat lady is the one who gives that to you. I gotta believe that they want you to use that to get down into that pit, provided you have enough health. So we could also explore that too. So I think we have a couple ways that we could maybe things that we could check out, but that'll be a fun thing for next week. God, another awful clap. I slapped my hand down onto my like wrist bone. Can you hear this? Guys, big love. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on Sunday for Spyro. I'm excited to play more of that. Adventures continue. Have a good night and a good weekend. Bye.